Welcome back, listeners. This is the Hip Pause Podcast. Welcome to number 77.
Episode 77.
I didn't screw it up. This so far, so good. It's only been 30 seconds. I'm here with my beautiful host.
I didn't know what compliment was coming. My name is David.
Why did you assume it would be a compliment?
It had to be.
Okay, well, you need to cool that ego down, Mr. David,
all right,
okay?
all right.
My name's Ayman, and today we've got for you a whole bunch of news and YouTube tidbits.
What? What was that last word?
Tidbits?
Tidbits.
I was giving it that low, thing, that vibe. Write into us if you want me to do the low voice all the time. Anyway, David, as always, let's go in with the week. How you been? How's it going? What's happening?
You know what? The funny thing is, I can't remember if we did this last week.
Oh no! What do you mean?
If we talked about our weeks, I don't think we did. So I'll just make it brief.
Oh, we didn't. Yeah, we had a guest last week. So go back and listen to that episode. We had our first ever guest on the H3 podcast.
First and last.
Only 76 episodes in. It was a disaster.
Nah,
I'm just saying that to clickbait.
Of course, yeah. You want to hear us cry?
Yeah.
Go listen to it.
Yeah.
No.
We didn't really talk about our weeks. No, so you got 2 weeks to catch up on, David.
Yeah, that's why it's making it harder to remember. I've realized I wish my life had a YouTube history button.
Ooh, it does. It's called
Actually,
Feet of the Week.
Yeah, that's true. I was just going to say, I do record my week, but less often. Okay, for the top of my mind, I know I went to a morning rave. This is the second time.
Now, that's pretty interesting. So is it the same morning rave you went to last time?
Yeah, so...
And wait, before you get into this one, what's a morning rave?
Yeah, so I would say... The one I went to previously, a couple months ago, it's hosted by maybe two people. One of them is a girl who used to be, or maybe still is, on Made in Chelsea, the TV show.
Oh, so she was hanging out there?
Yeah, I think she co-funds it. Oh. And it's they're trying, from the first one, it just seemed hey, you guys got to work. You do your 9 to 5s. Why not give you a little bit morning yoga classes? But instead of that, we're going to dance. There's no alcohol, but we're going to dance. There's going to be rave music. There's going to be
But can you have alcohol if you want? Just,
bring it in yourself. Yeah. I mean, there's security guards, but you could if you wanted to. And I think some people actually need it. Coffee is not enough. But the first time was very small. I'm counting maybe 50 people in a very small area. It was fun. Okay. I actually really enjoyed it. This new one, they're now sponsored by Adidas.
Adidas?
Or somebody who is partnered with Adidas.
Interesting.
There was product placement. So
there
was money this time.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
What, posters, banners and stuff that?
Yeah, and kept referencing it this night is This morning is sponsored by blah 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 from Adidas.
Yeah.
And on top of that, it was a lot bigger. So the company now is called Daybreakers, and they do this, and they're gonna start doing these morning raves every couple of months, so maybe every 3 months.
I want to come to the next one with you.
I've got to say, but it's because of where it is, and when it finishes, I don't actually know how some people get to work for 9 o'clock because it finishes at 9.
Okay, well, I mean, obviously, you didn't say to the end. Did people leave before or what?
No, people stay the whole way. There's a yoga class after 9 o'clock.
Ooh.
That half the people stay for.
Okay, so where is it as well? In central London?
Last 2 times it's been in Moorgate.
Moorgate, okay.
So pretty central.
I'm interested. I would really like to go.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. And this time around, probably 200, 250.
You know something? It's kind of along a similar vein, but not the same. But a friend of mine, shout out to Ollie, he used to do these things called micro adventures. Okay.
Microaggression.
Yeah.
Adventures.
No microaggression. Okay. Just adventure. I mean, who knows? Maybe there were some microaggressions in there as well. But he. So basically, the way it works is you on a normal work night, similar to the rave, you go and find somewhere to sleep.
And I don't like this.
You take basically like you go to say a nice park or a nice spot in the woods, something like that. You take your sleeping bag and everything. You sleep for the night. Hang out,
mention this,
and then
I heard that.
you don't bother with no tent or anything like that because that's extra effort. And wake up in the morning and you head to work. That's it. It's kind of cool. Like I was really interested in trying it, but when it's not summer, you obviously can't do it.
Yeah.
So I would wait till summer, but yeah, it's pretty cool.
I see myself doing the whole night awake, but
I mean,
sounds cool.
Yeah, but I mean, it's basically sleep outside under the stars for one night.
Yeah, and actually kind of goes hand in hand because at the morning rave, I met this guy over 2 raves now, and he's really pushing me. Well, pushing me like he's forcing me, but like he's really encouraging me because he's been to Burning Man before that I might do it this year, and the whole concept of being outside 24 hours a day. You're not really going with a hotel or any luxuries. You're going in there like anyone with no currency and no like.
How does that work? You have like wristbands or something?
Yeah, and the way it works is anything you want to get, any water, any food, unless you have it on your own, you kind of have to trade. Like it goes back to the days of barter trading where you kind of just have to give a service to get what you want.
Okay.
So it's a lot of give and receive in a community basis. So like if you can offer any sort of help or just like pleasantries or just being nice to them, people will give you things.
Interesting.
So yeah.
I mean, I would say that's definitely on the complete opposite end of the spectrum.
But the from
like a morning rave,
but there is a micro adventure to be had.
I wouldn't call that a micro adventure.
That's a macro adventure.
That's a macro adventure. Yeah, for real. Okay, yeah, cool. So what did you do there? Was there music pumping like at a normal rave?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And
okay.
And then like after a while, like the hosts, because people are gonna be a bit sluggish after a while, they like really inject energy with like they have some like external guests, I guess, who come in and like get everybody in a circle. We all do like dance moves and kind of just being a hype man or woman. Basically.
Okay, that's kind of cool. And so there's no drinks or anything. Are people literally drinking coffee there?
Yeah. I'm sure some people had some energy drinks beforehand.
Gotcha.
But yeah.
Okay, it's cool. I'm in. Let's go. I'm ready.
Yeah, I will recommend it. I don't know if it suits. Again, I think it's some awkward timing. It couldn't be any earlier, but some people are not down the road.
It kind of like should be earlier. What time does it start?
There's a 6 a.m. start for some people, but I just did the 7 to 9.
Oh, well, I'm going to, 6 till 8. Perfect.
Could do, but it gets better at 8.
I know, but what can you do if you got to get to work?
Yeah, but it does seem like a community for sure. Everyone loves each other, and like everyone it gets engaged with each other. So
interesting.
Definitely recommend.
And it's still run by the same person.
Yeah, I will find the last rave and put that in the description for anyone who's interested in the London area, of course.
That's good.
But they are actually across the world as well. They hop from country to country and do the same thing.
Okay, cool. I like it very much. So okay. What besides the morning rave? What else has been? What's been happening?
I don't know. I can't really tell you.
You've been in Manchester a bunch, no?
Yeah, I'm actually going next week as well. Yeah, I mean nothing exciting. Like it's dragging me there. I'm just up and about. City hopping.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, I gotta say, this past week I have not been to any morning raves. Is there anything interesting that's happened to me? No,
but I do think we're due a real rave this year.
Ooh, baby. Okay.
That's a yes?
Possibly. So we've been to this one before called Whirly Gig, which is, it's now quite a well-known kind of thing in London.
I should hope so. We went to the 25th or 30th anniversary.
Yeah. So it is, I mean, at least when we went to it, which was a few months ago, a couple of times, it was quite small, but they've moved to a new venue.
Oh, they have?
Yeah, they moved to a new venue apparently every year. And actually the new one is not it's not as small, quaint. Apparently,
I kind of like it small though.
Not as cool. I know, me too. And they have those comfy seating areas. Yeah. That's kind of cool. But I don't know. I'd be up for trying it again. You know,
when it gets warmer.
Well, it's indoors, but you know.
I know, but like, there's nothing worse than like, I don't know, even for a club, leaving at like 6 a.m. and it's like freezing cold outside.
I do get you on that. I do remember it being really cold.
Yeah.
Okay, but besides that, I must say I've been watching a lot of YouTube.
Every time we talk about our weeks outside of YouTube, you just have to bring up YouTube.
My whole life is YouTube. What do you want from me? Okay,
change. Maybe. What, you know, it's Lent. People are giving stuff up.
Is it Lent?
Well, it's gonna be probably when this episode comes out.
Oh, because Pancake Day and all that. When does Lent start?
Is Lent related to pancakes?
Yeah. That's because that's Shrove Tuesday. I'm really.
I don't. I'm no way.
I'm saying this with loads of confidence because I don't know.
That's the best way.
I think that's right though, and you didn't seem convinced. So now
I didn't, because I thought it was like pseudo-religious or like came from something.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
But what's the pancakes?
Shrove Tuesday. I don't know. It's connected somehow. Anybody that
in
knows,
a way, we are all connected, aren't we?
Oh god. Anybody that knows, you can email us hitpausepodcast.
No, we're gonna find out after the podcast. You don't need to tell us.
I mean, yeah, but you can tell us anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Besides YouTube,
which you should give up for a month.
Ooh, I have been watching a lot of South Park.
Okay.
On Amazon Prime.
Is there anything you haven't watched, or is this
No, I have seen more. I guess there has been a couple of like odd episodes that I haven't seen, but I've basically been watching a lot of it. So trying to, I don't know, rewatch a lot of stuff and watch some of the newer seasons again.
They're still good.
Man, I love that show. I love it. I was sick this week, so I was just literally laid on the sofa.
Yeah.
Kind of half falling asleep and just watching it on the TV.
I'm glad they don't do 24 episodes a season.
Yeah, it really
anymore.
It's weird how it varies. Like some seasons are about 10 episodes.
Yeah. And
then some are about 17. Yeah, I don't really get that. Okay, yeah, I mean, besides that, I must say it's been a pretty
straightforward week.
Pretty straightforward. Yeah, straightforward week, you could say. Straightforward. Yeah, standard.
Yeah.
Pretty good. I mean, like I said, I was sick, so that kind of took out a couple days there. But, you know how it is. Got to grind. In fact, I think my voice probably still sounds a bit like weird. If we did it the day off, if we'd recorded the last episode a day later,
oh yeah,
I would have sounded completely different.
We wouldn't have recorded.
I would have sounded completely different. Yeah. But
okay, yeah.
Let's talk about YouTube now.
Of course, yeah.
Yes, my life.
I can speak.
Yes. So I've been watching a lot of YouTube. I say this every episode. Right now on the time watched, I know we're not I always say this. I'm always like, we're not doing it every episode anymore, doing the time watched, but I'm going to say it just this one time, and then I say it every episode. But, okay, I got a solid 25 hours. However, I swear they're messing with my times, okay? Because yesterday I looked, it was 27, okay? And I saw Saturday, and it was like 11 or 12 hours. And okay, I know you might be freaking out one day. I think
you're a bit crazy.
There was a lot of 1.5 times speed in there. Okay. Anyway, it's gone down. It's been reduced by like 2 hours. Now it's down to 9.
Maybe because they add the machine learning to think, oh, that's not humanly possible. Yeah.
This guy can't watch this one.
The same way you like upload a video and then you get those views and it goes down because it's like, okay, let's filter out the bots.
Yeah. Man, so, I don't know. It's weird. Either way, and you don't know that quote, but
it sounds
either way.
Shoe
nice.
Yeah, that's the one.
You didn't know that.
I did. Yeah, the guy in the car.
Fair play.
I only remember that one video.
Fair play. But yeah, I've been watching. So this has been a theme this season of various random things that I've become really, really obsessed with and have binge watched. So it started out with a lot of movie stuff, The Shining, then Every Frame's a Picture, then the documentaries. This week, I have been watching a lot of speedruns, but not speedruns, but speedrun content. So like explanations and this is what they're doing in this trick, and this is the top 5.
Oh, so not only watching, but like actually getting information as to how they're doing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And things like the top 5 longest running speedrun records. So by the way, speedruns,
all for games.
Yeah, all for games. So speedruns are competitive aspect of gaming, video games, where people compete to complete a game as fast as they can. Okay? And they don't, sit next to each other and race. They, whoever ends up with the fastest time, and that people try it, literally thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of times, over and over again. They'll do the same level, they'll do the same game over and over again until it's unbelievably optimized.
Yeah. Taking research from other people,
Yeah.
learning, and even from their own community base, and then like going again and again and again until they get that time.
So, example, the Nintendo 64 Super Mario game, that record is down to, it's under an hour. I think, I can't remember exactly, but it's well under an hour. I think it's even under 20 minutes. Just as an example. But yeah, there's this guy called Carl Jobst, and this is home feed, so fair play to you because he got a sub.
Oh,
new sub alert. We should have like a sound effect. Like,
yeah,
new sub alert.
New sub alert. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll work on that.
When we get a radio show, we'll hire some people.
Yeah. And he does this really good documentary kind of style content. He's explaining it really well. He's showing clips of the speed runs. He's calling everyone out and saying,
but not actually doing the speed run himself.
Now, no, in his videos. So I was like, cool, this guy's really knowledgeable. How does he know so much? I looked him up a bit, and it turns out he's actually a king speedrunner, mostly of a GoldenEye, also on the Nintendo 64. So he's real top level, but I really liked how he never called himself out, or very, very rarely. And even when he did, it was very much in passing, So yeah, he's really good. He's just well put together, well explained. He's an Australian guy, and just good content.
Oh, so he's doing it in like the veteran sense of like,
yeah,
I've had my deal, and now I'm gonna like.
Well, he does still compete though as well, I think.
Okay.
But yeah, he's had a lot of records over the years, a lot. So he's been speedrunning for 20 years, he said.
Damn.
Also, okay, this is side note, but in general, Australians are so good at YouTube. He's not even a comedy one, but there are so many good Australian YouTubers.
Yeah, I know we talked about this last week. It's it is true.
Comedy ones especially, but in general, I don't know what it is. I guess the accent's kind of funny, There's a lot of good sayings.
Yeah,
swearing.
yeah. And they're a bit more, I wouldn't say confident but they are just. They're more.
I don't know.
They enjoy being in front of an audience.
Yeah. So yeah, I've been watching a lot of that. I've been watching a lot of that, and you're kind of binge watching a lot of 1.5 times speed, which for a speed run is insanely fast. Well, you need to see the content though. Honestly, some of these now, when I watch them, it feels as if it's in slow motion. And one time, I did think that, and I actually found a bug on YouTube.
Oh.
So sometimes when you're on your computer, not on the phone, on desktop, you are watching 1.5 speed and you have autoplay, or you've queued stuff. It'll go to the next one, and it'll still say it's on 1.5 times speed, but it's actually lowered it to less than 1 times speed. So there was a couple of times I was thinking, wow, I must have been watching a lot of 1.5 because this seems really slow. It seems as if he's talking in slow motion. Weird. That's so weird.
Yeah.
And then after a couple of videos, I checked it, and it did still say it was 1.5. Then I checked the normal speed, and it was faster.
Okay, you can do this on your phone, can't you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, this was on desktop. But yeah, it was just kind of weird. It was like a little bug.
If you're not careful, you're gonna get addicted.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but to be honest, it is only the documentary content.
Sure.
Other stuff you can't really, or I don't enjoy watching. But with the documentary stuff, they tend to talk slowly, and you just kind of like, let's bang it out. And they're long videos. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
It's 15 minutes, 20 minutes.
You'll catch up.
Let's go. Yeah. So, Yeah, it's been my week kind of thing. Yeah, a lot of that. I mean, there's some other things around the place. But, your turn. You go ahead.
So, I don't really sub to people, but I have subbed to somebody.
Wow, now this deserves an alert because you never sub to people.
What was the alert again?
New sub alert.
I talked about a video maybe 2 podcasts ago.
Okay, yeah.
And the YouTube channel is called Meat Canyon. And they did a Ed and Eddie parody a while ago. So they basically are an animation channel. And
it sounds very much like something that would call into the Adult Swim podcast.
Oh, yeah. They are quite aligned with that. However, their visuals, their animations are quite identical to the drawing and style of the original cartoon. So, like, they've done a SpongeBob video. And what they would do is, add the adult theme to it where it's like a scene where the head of Nickelodeon calls in SpongeBob and Squidward and says, okay, you guys have a tentacle porn video out there and it really hurts the brand, and they're denying it like, oh, we didn't do anything. But then it just goes along this narrative of an innocent show, kind of like Ed and Eddie, SpongeBob, Courage the Cowardly Dog, all these cartoons we loved as kids, and just giving them a play on your childhood in a kind of like, you have to ruin it, but it's kind of funny.
Nice, okay.
So I have subbed to them because a lot of their videos I do enjoy. They're all like 1 minute, 2 minute.
Nice,
pretty good stuff.
Okay. We're going to link a couple of those in the description for sure.
Yeah, we'll do.
Yeah. Nice, okay.
But yeah, it's good to have something refreshing. And this came a lot. I enjoyed it a lot more after that video you mentioned last week, the Nice Grill or Grill Me video that we talked about.
Yeah. So last week
for 1 minute hour or something?
Minute hour. So last week we talked about that video where I got a warning.
Which I hope if you're following, you gave that video a chance.
Yeah,
please do.
It's not crazy. I mean, you kind of see why it's got a warning, but it's not. It's still animated.
Yeah, you'll still be able to eat barbecue after it.
Yeah. It was pretty funny though, right?
Yeah,
it was quite fun showing that to you guys after that episode, actually. Okay, the other thing that I watched a bit of, but I had a few people over at the weekend, and we typed in sick vape tricks.
Of course, because we got a vapor over here.
Yeah. And man, the videos are. I'll say some people do some very cool vape tricks. Okay, all power to them. Good job, lot of skill. Well done. But the videos are so cringy and
like if I started a yo-yo tricks channel.
Yeah, and then but you might wear a mask over your face sometimes.
What? Why?
And do some backlighting and do some colored lighting, and sometimes you go in black and white, and there's this music that sucks, but it's aimed to sound cool.
Try to artsy it up.
Artsy, but like edgy it up, whoa, we're so cool and edgy. Like, check this out.
Basically,
Blue
everything
smoke.
from that. What's that long-running H3 thing? They do.
Yeah. Vape Nation.
Yeah.
Also, I rewatched an episode of the H3 podcast, an old one with Post Malone in.
Oh yeah, I keep seeing that one pop up as a.
I know, it keeps
even though I've
recommended
seen
to me
it already.
as well. Yeah. Me too. Kept getting recommended, and they Post Malone refers to vapes as a douche flute.
Nice,
and,
nice.
Mouth fedora.
Mouth fedora.
I thought they were so good.
I
wish they were used more. What the hell? But yeah, so that was kind of fun watching those, and like we were all taking the piss, but also kind of impressed. Link a couple of those as well.
That is pretty good.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Well, I mean, I don't know if we're diving into it now, but
we're diving. Let's dive.
PewDiePie is back.
Yes, that was gonna be my next thing.
Nice.
Okay, so I want to talk about thoughts on this. Actually, you go ahead.
I mean, I'm not saying no one is rusty, because I don't know. Maybe I could look back at our episodes when we start a season. Are we rusty? He seems pretty rusty to me. Not that there's like a criticism with that, but it's pretty obvious.
Okay, I would say yes, I agree. But for me, I've got to say I wasn't that into the videos as well.
And you took not just the first one. Where
I think I watched the first two, but so I enjoyed them. I like PewDiePie, and I'm glad that he's back. I'm glad his videos are back
for 30 days, right? A month.
Yeah, but he might look into that. He said he was might adjust that and do fewer. But the thing is, the meme. So the first video he came back with after a 30-day break was a meme review.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is, he said this is his first break after 10 years of daily. Yeah. Is that really true?
Pretty much, yeah. Obviously, he's been on holidays and he takes a week or two, but he's never been away for a whole month.
Fair enough. Okay.
So he came back with a meme review video, which is, to me, it's the lowest tier content. Like, it's very low effort. Fine, that's fine.
I think that one of his popular?
Yeah, it's popular, and he is entertaining. But in the space that he's been away, it's as if I've gotten bored of meme review videos. Yeah. And now when he came back with that video, I was thinking, part of me was thinking,
it's almost like you needed a break from it.
Yeah. It's because it lost its momentum. It was fun. Then we stopped doing them, and now I'm bored of them.
Yeah.
I've been watching so much other stuff in the meantime, and so half is like that. It's this is kind of boring to me now, and the other half is unfair. But I was kind of expecting something a bit bigger for his return. Yeah. A big splash,
a new idea.
Yeah,
because like he said, there was no rush, there was no pull for him to be back. So if he had a new spark that made him want to come back, that's what we kind of wanted to see.
I was expecting him to come back and change it up, do something different. Yeah. And he says he does want to make changes. And he has
some new
channel.
Projects involved.
Yeah, and all kinds of stuff, and fine. But I don't know. It just I was a bit underwhelmed, I guess.
Yeah. And for me, I felt like there's another break coming. That's all I felt like. Yeah. He enjoyed the break, which, to anybody in whatever industry, when the break comes and you can afford yet another, or to retire in quotes early.
No, he's not going to do that.
I know, but he could from the schedule he's got, he could retire that idea. He could do a lot less.
He's going to go to 3 videos a week. I
think that's probably more healthy as well. But it seems like he would be happy if another opportunity came for a break. I think he was glad he did it.
Exactly.
And,
and so when the video came out, instantly hit trending, number 1.
Of course.
And it was there. I checked it a day or two after, and it was about 7 mil.
Yeah, I think for gaming.
It was the one day after. No, it was full on trending. And 7 mil the day after, which is decent for him, but not that crazy.
Yeah, but I don't think obviously he doesn't care. Yeah. But I don't think it matters, considering when...
No, of course it doesn't matter.
Yeah. But
it doesn't matter. It's still awesome views, but I don't know. I just feel as if that reflected my feelings somewhat.
Oh, some people have not moved on, but if he loses momentum, so do we.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. I was expecting it comes back, it hits trending, something new, something fresh.
20 million views.
It's going to bring in a lot more views, but it just didn't really seem to do that. So, I don't know. He also said something interesting, a little tidbit.
You're using that word a lot.
I know.
Or just twice.
Let's go. Twice is quite a lot for that word. He mentioned, I think it was something like 64% of you aren't subscribed. Meaning there's a stat.
He said that.
Yeah, there's a stat you can look at on YouTube analytics, and it tells you how many of the people watching came from subs.
That's the same for me as well.
Yeah, and he said it was really high. So I thought that was interesting. And he said, "Oh, why more of you need to subscribe." However, I would give some credit to the YouTube algorithm there. I mean, because that means he's still getting the views.
And there I was thinking 103 million, it can't get any higher. Who else?
Yeah.
Apparently a lot else.
Can, yeah. So I don't know. It was interesting. It was quite interesting.
Dude,
there's a lot more to A lot more to do.
Yeah, T series have taken off. I always
Have they? What are they on now?
130.
Oh wow,
So
really?
it's like, okay, well, never mind that.
Damn, damn. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
yeah. He's done a couple of videos since. I think I watched the most recent one where he's talking about gamers versus. Honestly, I can't even remember the title.
I haven't watched it.
But it's a good video. Like, it's still the same idea of you see something kind of like what Critical Penguins or whatever does as well. You see some footage or another YouTube video and you give your narration and like comedy over it.
Okay.
If he's going to do new projects, I can't predict, obviously, what it's going to be, but I would like to see something outside of a...
Yeah, I think it just... I mean, it's... You know, he used to do the news one. What was it called? PewNews.
That was actually the only reason why I subscribed to him.
Really?
PewNews was awesome.
Yeah, but he got bored of it and he felt it wasn't right. He didn't enjoy it that much, so he kind of stopped doing it.
But it seems like he likes it. No, not that he likes it, but it's easier for him to do.
I know, but he doesn't want to. Doesn't want to do the thing that's easy. He would just want to do what he finds fun. And I think it was kind of just getting a bit. You know, he's going into the drama too much, and it's
sure. So he's being like a drama alert himself.
Yeah, and like rehashing stuff that lots of other people talked about, and he just didn't find it that fun. You know, fine.
If he's not careful, he'll turn into Philip DeFranco or something.
Yeah.
But in the same sense, though, when he did the Jake Paul video, I felt like that was pretty similar to PewDiePie, just on one topic. Did you see that one?
I haven't watched that one. You see what I mean? I'm a couple of videos behind now.
Damn,
which is crazy.
Even I'm watching more than you?
Yeah, literally, yeah.
Goodness. And I only had 5 hours this week.
Yeah, wow. Yeah. It's like half of that's PewDiePie.
But do you know about the whole Jake Paul thing?
Yes, so I was going to talk about that as well. I heard about it because the H3 podcast talked about it.
Oh, of course they would.
Man, it's just terrible. It's terrible. It's an awful, awful thing.
Yeah.
So shall I give a quick summary of it?
Hey, go for it.
Okay, Jake Paul's launching some new thing, which is it's teaching. What do I say? It's teaching entrepreneurial skills to young people because he claims school doesn't teach you anything, doesn't teach you the right things, and it's a waste of time and money. He's saying to young people, aimed directly at young people, that you should drop out of school, forget that, and just do what I did, and end up making tons of money.
Everyone can be Jake Paul.
Yeah, and it's just so it's not only dumb, but it's also dangerous or misleading.
I don't understand.
It's bad.
Like Logan's PR guy, manager, is smart enough to turn around his career and find a good area that doesn't offend and can only progress. Who the heck runs Jake Paul's and allows this crap to come out? So the thing with the PewDiePie video, I don't know if H3 covered it, but he's done this before with Edfluence.
Yeah, I remember. And it's basically the same thing, only now he's saying it's more general business stuff, but it's not real business, how to be a businessman.
It's just a lot of videos.
He's not a businessman. Why doesn't he just say, look, I'm going to give you extra Jake Paul vlogs.
Yeah.
And pay for them. There you go.
Yeah.
You'll get more people and you'll make more money and you won't be damaging
This
anything.
angle is ridiculous.
When you say, I don't believe in school, you shouldn't go to school, school's a waste of time, that is not good. You have a young audience. And also, you don't know. Jake Paul is an idiot. He dropped out of school. That's not a good thing. Okay? There is... Also, in the statements he put, there was all these spelling errors and it's like... I get that he's trying to show, I'm an approachable guy. See, I didn't go to school. Look how rich I am, and I can't even spell there. And it's just... it's so misleading and just wrong. I mean, anybody can do anything, and if you put your mind to it and all that stuff, fine. But there is also a lot of luck involved, and also school is 100% not going to harm your chances.
Oh yeah,
okay?
School is different from university, by the way.
I mean, yeah. I mean, university also is not going to harm your chances. I mean, you can do fine without it, but it's not going to harm anything.
Yeah, and definitely for school. There's no loan. There's no student loan for it.
Like, are you kidding me? School,
you need.
Yes, you need. Okay, guys, anyone that's thinking about this, you need it. Also, by the way, he charges at the moment $20 a month.
Hey, discount.
But the full price, is $40 a month.
And I feel sorry for anyone who drags their parent and somehow believes them to pay for it.
For real, man.
Because when you just look at the last thing he had Influence, and that site is shut down completely. I feel sorry for people who subscribe to that.
I'm sorry, he's not some amazing businessman. He's a vlogger.
Yeah.
And he did the whole Team 10 thing. It's kind of fallen apart.
And he's using some of those photos as part of the website.
I know.
It was so doesn't make any sense.
So funny.
Doesn't make any sense.
Man, it's just it's really awful. It's kind of this self-help thing. This kind of what do you call those guys? Those kind of motivational speakers, that kind of thing. Except it's Jake Paul.
What he's doing should be for free.
Okay,
at the very least.
I mean, yeah. Okay, I mean,
if a
lot of people are idiots and giving motivational speeches. Fine, but he's not only doing that; he's also saying, "Don't go to school."
But pay me to tell you that.
But pay me. What? It's so insane. It's completely crazy. I mean, what an idiot! There are so many more better business moves you could make in your position.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Ugh, man,
I am surprised, but I've said it from early stages of this podcast. I would love the job to manage this guy. The possibilities.
I know, but can you imagine
the turnarounds?
How
he wouldn't listen.
He would be to manage.
I need some leverage on him.
Oh my god!
Obviously,
yeah. You'd be like, okay, we're gonna do this thing. Okay, cool. Then he's gonna go and screw up somewhere else.
Yeah.
Man, it was just awful. And also, you know the announcement meetup thing he did?
Oh, yeah. No one really turned up, did they?
It wasn't very many people, but it was also... That venue was actually a mini golf course.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, and he was chucking money off the banisters and stuff. And it was just a small group of people... I mean, H3H3 pointed out that some of them had very specific signs on boards, which was strange. He was saying he reckons they were hired people.
Yeah, or cult followers.
Yeah, but even I mean, God, it was just.
What's funny is if we went back to when we covered Jake and Logan in like season 1, you would have thought Logan of all people would be the one who would fall off edge. I can easily picture what Logan will look like 3 years down the line, and he seems fine, happy.
He's doing well.
Jake, I'm worried he's going to be like I hate to say it, Lindsay Lohan, because you do like Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah, no, do not
feel
get me on.
He's going to go beyond Shia LaBeouf levels. He's going to turn into a bit of a mess that is very unappealing.
Oh, no. He really is. I mean, because he's, back in the day, we would say things like, he's just really young.
And it's a shame.
But
because
he's
he had
not
potential.
That young anymore. He's got some more experience. He's been through, he's done some stuff.
He's done some good stuff.
For.
Like some good business moves. Like, do you know what? The one thing I was thinking when he started this whole, what's it called again? I don't even know what it's called. Something movement. Whatever this money paying thing is.
Finance freedom or something?
Finance freedom.
Something
FFM,
like
isn't it?
FFM. Finance freedom movement, maybe?
Probably.
Something like
that. The reason why Fanjoy, which is a website / service that other YouTubers and influencers use to sell their merch, the reason why that was successful is...
Does he own that?
He says it is. I didn't really Google it, but it seems like it is. Like a lot of people have said outside of him saying it.
Interesting.
So it is his thing. And he actually, I remember him saying the reason why it was successful is because he didn't put his name on it. He didn't say, this is mine.
Congrats,
so David Dobrik, all these other YouTubers that are big, they all use their merch through Fanjoy. And I think that is what helped. I think if he's going to do anything in future, just don't put your name. Just don't.
Yeah, dude.
Put the money, but don't put your name.
Seriously, yeah. But that's why this product, we're going to call it a product. It's not.
It's not gonna last.
It's
that's
not
for sure.
right. It's not the right thing he should be making with his name on it.
Yeah,
You know?
especially when he's
seems
going
so
on
half-assed.
other podcasts and saying how the world associates his name so negatively. You're not helping yourself with stuff like this.
Exactly, man. It's just
Gosh, I want this job so bad.
yeah. Man, seriously. And let me get this straight. I in some way agree. There's a lot of things that school doesn't teach you.
Yeah.
But it teaches you how to learn and how to research things, and it teaches you the basics, which will then enable you to go on and do, learn the things that you want to, and all go into your own areas and all that stuff.
And it's we're older and we can say, looking back, oh yeah, there's a lot more that you need to know, but we wouldn't know that without it in the first place.
Yeah. And he's going in there and saying it's worthless. It's just so.
And he made that song about it as well.
ridiculous and
That
dangerous.
he knows got a lot of flack, and he's doing the same thing again. Remember?
Oh, really?
That song, Teachers Never Told Me This.
I don't remember that
He
one.
had one music video that
I don't
got
own
him
that album.
that got him a lot of criticism, and here he is targeting the same. Whatever.
Honestly, yeah. Why don't you learn from that? Jeez, man. Okay, the next item I had on the list was actually Keemstar, who we mentioned.
Oh yeah, good old Keemstar. He
Yes.
has kids, apparently.
Sorry?
He has kids.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
I guess he's a bit older now. He's
I
probably
guess so.
mid-30s, I would guess. Late 30s.
Yeah.
So he was on the Cold Ones podcast.
No way.
Yes.
No way.
Max Mofa wasn't on because he was sick. In fact, Max Mofa has been...
He didn't want to come.
Yeah. Max has actually been so ill for about a month now. Honestly, he looks and sounds like absolute shit.
So what? It's just a one-on-one podcast?
There was another as well. So it was him, Anything for Views, and then another YouTuber. I don't remember the name of. I don't know him. And okay, I haven't watched the whole thing yet because Keemstar kind of annoys me. And I put it on intending to watch the whole thing, and then I turned it off after a comment he made, and I just really don't like him, and I just found it annoying, and I just didn't want to watch the whole thing.
Are you going to tell us the comment?
Yes. So he claimed that I'm just going to say it. He claimed that he launched the whole YouTuber doing podcasts thing.
No.
I know, exactly, no. So he apparently has a podcast that he used to do. He doesn't...
Shouldn't we know this?
Yeah, he doesn't do it anymore, but I think he's
okay.
restarting it, or he just restarted it.
Gotcha.
It was called Baited. And sure, maybe he was one of the first to do a podcast, whatever. But he said he launched this whole YouTube podcast phenomenon.
There's a difference between started and launched.
Oh my God, yeah.
If you were the first one, oh yeah, sure. But
if
you inspired everybody,
I
that's
don't even
another
believe
step.
he was the first one, okay?
Yeah.
It's just such a...
I'm pretty sure Rooster Teeth beat him to
Dude,
that.
it's such a classic Keemstar thing to say. Just so arrogant and uninformed. He's always uninformed. And just said in a way that, people watching him and people that know him and like him, they're going to believe it.
Oh, yeah. Baited.
I'm sorry, dude. It's just not true. I don't have the evidence here to read to you, but
I don't need the evidence.
It's not true. And it's so arrogant. It's such a ridiculous thing.
And it's like a lot of lies for one line. Like that one line.
Yeah, but he believes
you don't need it.
You know what I mean? Like,
But he's a father. Where's the maturity coming in?
Jeez, honestly, just such an arrogant. I really dislike him. Okay, but yeah. So I was watching it, thinking, God, I don't like Keemstar.
But what do you think Cold Ones wanted him on the podcast for?
Views?
I guess.
I mean, yeah, probably.
Fairness, I don't think I've heard Keemstar in a different space other than his own channel.
So I will try again and try and watch the whole thing.
Try again.
But yeah, he gets on my nerves. I will admit that the iDubbbz Content Cup has definitely has had an impact on me because of that. I definitely like him less. I feel like there's a lot of truth in that, but I don't want to be someone that's kind of, iDubbbz said he's not cool, so I don't think he's cool. But I'm basing it on watching his content and hearing the way that he puts together his arguments and his comments and his lack of evidence in so many places. Yeah.
I don't know. He's gonna remain who he is, and in his own space, he's fine. So who are we?
Jeez, seriously. I've got a couple other little notes here.
Little nuggets.
A couple small nuggets, but have you got any nuggets you'd like to raise?
Honestly, not that much.
Okay, fair enough.
I would say that I watched an episode of Hot Ones.
Oh,
not Cold Ones. Hot Ones that had Liza Koshy in it.
How was that?
I mean, it wasn't like great. It wasn't amazing. It's Liza Koshy's obviously going to bring in her own views to help the show, but it wasn't as an episode like one to remember. However, Liza, she was asked a question about what is the weirdest YouTube kind of like unexpected kind of types of videos that you found yourself like couldn't stop watching.
Interesting.
And she did recall I think it was like 3 years.
Pause podcast.
I think it was like 3 years ago. It was like more popular, where there were loads of channels and videos about dissecting baby dolls.
Oh my god!
Do you ever remember that? Because I
know
never
seen that.
H3 did a video about it 3 years ago.
Did they?
Well.
I thought
but
they did
I don't
one
know
about dissecting. That was run the. I can't remember the channel name, but he was dissecting gummy bears and things.
Oh, I see.
That was wait. The name of that channel was Run for the Cube.
Yeah, I do remember seeing that because I had to look.
That's a weird channel.
I had to search them up.
Okay, yeah, and
I'm not gonna recommend any of these.
Okay,
but
link not in the description.
Link not. I will link not. There's a lot of them where there's like. It's like they're playing Operation. There's like a lot of syringes. There's a lot of equipment opening up.
Syringes? That's extreme.
I don't even... It's there's some creeps doing this.
This sounds horrible.
It's awful. And then...
Disturbing.
And then YouTube has the audacity to start recommending me...
Oh, here we go.
Other videos that I was like, okay, I'll watch it.
Are people still making this content?
No, I'm not seeing. A lot of the channels that I've seen with the popular videos don't make them anymore.
Right.
So clearly just for the trend.
Yeah. Probably not monetized.
Yeah, well,
probably
the videos that I moved on to are definitely not monetized.
Oh, gosh.
So we are going from dissection videos to videos where they are creating body part anatomies with like clay and like sometimes even chicken, like a lot of animals. Okay. Like so imagine getting a turkey and reshaping it, redesigning it.
It's raw meat.
Yeah. Redesigning it into body parts that are human and dissecting it, telling us each layer of what it is. So intestines.
That sounds gross.
Yeah.
Is it kind of educational?
Well, the funny thing is, a lot of the comments are like, "Oh yeah, I learned a lot," but I think it's ironic because
I got you.
The guy who's doing it, I can't understand what he's saying.
Really?
I can't. God. He is speaking English, but I can't understand what he's saying.
Are we gonna link that one?
I'll think about it.
Okay.
If you're listening to it, maybe check the description for it, but don't try too hard.
I'm freaked out, but I want to see what you're talking about. So.
Yeah, I'll show you off camera. I mean, off microphone.
Fine.
But yeah, that's where my head went into.
Wow,
this
yeah.
week.
So you've been on a bit of a wild journey. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't like that. I think I'm just gonna go back to my subs.
Yeah. No wonder you've not watched a lot of YouTube this week. Got put off.
I'm scarred.
Okay. The last couple little nuggets before we wrap up this episode.
Till we hit pause on it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, well, somebody has to do it.
Yeah. Okay, I don't really have a lot of information here, but I think VidCon London was this weekend.
Oh, that's because we were gonna go, but then we saw the prices and we're like,
prices. How much were they again? They were a lot. They were over 100, weren't they?
Yeah, especially if you wanted the value for money one in terms of like 3 days and access and all of that. Yeah.
Yeah. The only reason I remembered is because I saw a flyer with Tana Mongo on it.
No, was she here?
I think so. Yeah.
The funny thing is, deep down, I know we should have gone anyway.
But But she was there with some MTV thing.
Oh yeah, she does have an MTV show.
Yes, exactly. She was there with that, and the flyer was kind of for that, and it said Town of Mango on. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't really heard much about it, to be honest. But yeah, I just thought I'd mention it. And the final...
She is recently divorced, so she can go over.
Well, her and oh wow, this is news. Why didn't I raise this before?
Oh,
So her and Jake Paul are divorced now.
yep.
Wow, I wonder how much it costs to do a fake divorce for your fake marriage.
Well, the thing is, how fake do we think it is? Because I mean,
know.
like David.
Maybe they signed the papers. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. But what happened there? What happened?
Like with the divorce.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Why?
They shouldn't have been married in the first place.
What was the reasoning?
What
do they say about it?
It's probably like, oh, no one's caring anymore. Okay, let's just get a divorce.
Yeah. This isn't getting views anymore? Was it in the first place? Oh.
It was. It was in the first
Fair
place.
enough,
I'll
fair
give
enough.
them that.
Fair enough.
That's what. How do you think she was the creator of the year?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It all helps.
Creator of the year.
See,
Yeah.
Jake Paul will teach you that in his courses. So go marry someone. First lesson.
God. For his lesson. She probably pays. She probably has to pay.
Yeah.
The final thing's tiny, but MKBHD just did the first video of a new studio tour. So he's building a new studio. He's got the space, and they're just building it, but it's going to be a long process. But it's massive, and he's got big plans. It seems as if he's going to be branching out, because the amount of equipment and space he's got surely can't just be for one channel. So I feel like he's going to branch out into a bit more of a, Rooster Teeth kind of vibe, and a bit more, this is going to be a proper production studio.
Yeah.
As in...
Do you think he'll branch into TV? They always do. Just for a little while.
I don't know. Maybe. It's possible.
I don't know if you were back in your younger days.
What are you saying?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Go on.
Did you ever watch the channel called BBC Click?
No.
Do you know what it is?
No.
It was like, for me, it was like my go-to tech channel. Like they would go to all these conventions, all these expos, and show the new iPhone or the new laptop.
Completely obsolete now.
Yeah. But they still have a YouTube sub-channel, part of BBC. But they're still going. They don't get many views, but they still do it. And it just makes me think, does TV want a better version of it, or is TV done? I was just thinking, like, could Marquez... How else could he branch out?
I actually see it as more renting the studio or producing other people's content.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple new channels, but, more of a...
more
of a what do you call those?
Like a hub space.
Yeah. What do you call those kind of... make a studio and stuff like that.
Oh, sure.
Like YouTube production companies where it's kind of, there's a few different people underneath and they
use that place to to progress their own channels, and it's all headed by
and they use all the same equipment. I'm guessing
I can see that. I mean, there's a lot of tech channels.
There's a lot of things he could be doing, that and a bunch of other stuff, because once he's all set up in that space, which is really nice, by the way, it's basically just a matter of time. How many different shooting spaces have you got, and how many different people can you get in each one per day or per week or whatever?
It all depends on, is he in LA?
Yeah.
If he's moved out, then that's the real intention. If he's just like down the road in New York, I think that's where he is.
Is he?
I always feel like it is. Or maybe I'm confusing that with Casey.
I don't think so, no. I'm not sure. But anyway, it's kind of interesting. Yeah, it's cool.
Good for him, though.
Yeah, cool. All right, I think that wraps us up for this episode. Remember to subscribe to us on iTunes, on YouTube, on Soundcloud, and on any podcasting.
That's a lot. I got to do four different things.
Yes, all four. Yes, please. Thank you very much. And you can email us suggestions on who to cover. If you have a favorite YouTuber, maybe we haven't talked about before, someone maybe we don't know, anything.
Yeah, because the season is drawing to a close.
That's true.
Get those nominees in there.
Get them in there. Email us hitpausepodcast@gmail.com. All one word. And thank you all for listening. We will be back next Tuesday.
As always.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
Was that the soundboard or was that your real voice?
I don't know what I was going in with.
Oh, that was
I just
you.
kind of finished it up. Anyway, see you next week.
See ya.